The kicker, Will Reichert, has the ball on the tee.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First carry now for David Montgomery.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
He finds some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
42 yards.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They work now on 2nd and 9. In motion goes Patrick.
Here's Gall. And his throw is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Tim Patrick, 35 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't.
He's got a man complete, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down. Entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Darnold now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That one complete to Naylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's Darnold. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series. That's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Off play action. Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Flush to his right. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And it's caught in the end
end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Naylor.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Goff.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Goff now looks to throw.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 14.
Here's Darnold. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To throw is Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Goff. Escaping the pressure right.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Now Goff. And that one will fall incomplete.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. At their own 37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Darnold. And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
36 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And now it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away. And we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they're spending a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
To Montgomery to begin the drive.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff now to throw. They'll roll him out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Goff. Rolling to his left. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Back to throw, Darnold. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Goff. Flushed out right. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 3rd and 9 here. From the 50, it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Now it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that. And
now here is another interception.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the... time to get to 8. Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
45 yards.
and the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
64 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Hooker's going to throw it.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
In motion goes Patrick. Throwing. Hooker.
Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
From the gun, it's Hooker.
Forced out to his left.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, McCarthy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good.
Touchdown!
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to come. Try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
And he's gone 2 and 2 on us now, and 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
McCarthy off the play fake.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Now McCarthy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to let it fly. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Hooker.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot they'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot